Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to play a game I found on itch.io, and I've seen for a while. It is called Bad End Cinderella. Fairy tales. Everyone loves fairy tales, right? Stories where true love and pure hearts always prevail. They're so ideal in a world where so many things can go horribly wrong. In this life, wicked people go unpunished. The right and just and fair suffer beneath them. Too honest, too good to do anything about it. Those who rise above their nature often find themselves in cruel twist of fate, becoming the villain. It's so sad, isn't it? Wouldn't you rather read something fluffy and lovey and nice? No, I don't think you would. Because all the places you could have gone to seeking your ideal entertainment, you came here. Mostly because entertainment, and I'm literally going for a phase of wanting to read visual novels that have horror elements, especially one that has Cinderella and the Princess Yandere. It kind of is entertaining. It reminds me of fanfiction, and yeah. Yes, then you come to the right place. I happen to have with me a very sad story to tell. It's a story about a man driven to madness, desperately pining after the woman he loves, and a woman he let slip through his fingers many years ago. He's such a sad man, you know. And as unfortunate as his plight is, his own end is nothing but his fault. I wonder if you're hoping he dies. Or maybe you think you can find the good ending. I don't think you can. Men who chase love for no other reason than to sedate their heart's desires aren't ever truly in love. They're only vacuums. They're only creatures too sick and starved to ever survive. What do you mean everyone knows? Many apologies, Your Majesty. I had nothing to do with it, I swear. How many people have you told? Only you. When I heard the private affair of Your Majesty's divorce floating around, I immediately hesitate to let you know. Well, that's not very helpful, if you've gone this far, is it? Get out of my sight now. Yes, sir. A thousand apologies, sir. What headache? Everyone knows about the divorce. I'm going to be the laughingstock of the peers for God knows how long. That woman is honestly such a gossip. It's been only 1 month since Sylvia, my beloved wife, made her plans to leave me known. So something about falling in love with another and needing to follow her own desires. I was dreading something like this happening. It wasn't often a king had a marriage so carelessly cast aside. I'm being left. I'm being divorced. I wish she's divorcing you, not it's like King Henry where he's gonna execute you because you didn't have male heirs. My wife of 6 years is leaving me for a commoner. Good for her. Damn it. Does she know why I sacrificed for this marriage? It's not about love. It was never about love to begin with. It's a political marriage. It's not supposed to be fun. It's not like I loved her much anyways. I was the one who had to smooth over any of her social transgressions with the wives and daughters of other courts. I was the one who presented like a noble sacrifice we would have to both bear for the sake of the greater good. Even an affair would have been better than this. At least then, the burden of repetition. Not repetition. Reputation. Yeah, it's reputation. Management wouldn't have been placed all on me. It's not fair. She gets to skip off into the sunset with her new lover, while I stuck here to pick up the pieces. I'm not gonna tell her. Why am I gonna tell her father? No matter what you slice it, there's going to be hell. My love would never have done anything like this to me. Long ago, it was just me and her. While the rest of the castle was content to be with me be, she stood out among them all and offered her personal friendship to me. Ever since we were children, she was mine and mine alone. You could say it was love, but there was something special about how it bloomed between us. We started as children, as innocent in the world. We grew up alongside one another. Over time, it became deeper, and there was no one else in the world who made me feel the way she did. But then, I guess maybe my fate is fitting. When my 21st birthday arrived, I was tasked with finding a suitable wife to govern the country with. My parents had their preferences, and I, the fool I was, just assumed Ella would always be there for me. Even through my marriage. When we held a ball to determine who my bride would be, I hadn't planned on inviting her. She was only a servant. But she showed up anyways. And something inside me found that offensive. It was embarrassing. She couldn't have afforded a dress properly. And in front of my parents, too. These were my peers. She meant well. But these were my peers. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything when they scolded her and sent her away. I figured I would find her and apologize later. But when I went to find her, I was told that she left. All her things were just gone. Could anyone blame me though? You gotta do what you gotta do. Also, you could be like a regular Cinderella type thing and just pick her anywhere. Surely those were something else we could have done. Sure, there was something else we could have worked out. At least, that's what I tell myself. This is not the first time Ella crossed my mind. Not by a long shot. Surely Scylla was beautiful and affluent. She was the cream of crop, a bride to be envied by suitors far and wide. She had such an innocent glow, a spellbinding aura. I was about to recover from my losses temporarily. I poured my heart into Sylvia. And then we married, and I became king. I was no longer her fairy tale prince. I became an obstacle to be avoided, yet a resource to be harvested. We began the fast woeful. We began to fast wove one another quite easily. During the coolest moments of our marriage, my mind began to drift towards the warmth I felt with Ella. Some nights it was all I had to fall asleep with. She would float in and out of my mind like a ghost, fermented in my misery. Oh my darling Ella, if only you stuck around. I wonder if she missed me at all. I wonder if she ever moved on. No, she wouldn't have done something like that, would she? She'd never just move on. Maybe she didn't like you like that anyway? Okay, she went to the ball. No way. How could I have been so stupid? How all these years had I never considered that she could find anyone else? The thought is making my skin crawl. Maybe she's understood the situation. Maybe she gets it. Maybe she'll stay my Ella. If not mine, who else's? Damn it. It hits me like a ton of bricks. I'm about to be alone for the first time since she left. And I don't even know my consolation prize to show. I don't even have my consultation prize to show for it. I'm the laughingstock of the kingdom. For what now? Why does my blood boil to think that maybe she's no longer mine? For so long, I assumed she would remain the way I remember her. And it's uncommon for a woman to find another man too, is it? In fact, for all I know, some other guy could have swooped in the second she left. How do I even know she didn't leave with another guy? My Ella wouldn't do something like that, would she? She would never leave me forever. I guess it shouldn't matter too much either way. It was just a fling. But what she's doing right now shouldn't interest me. It's just to divorce my head. It's made me irrational. I think it might be irrational to begin with. I can't be so hung up over. I should go to bed. I can't let anyone like this eat at me. I can't let something like this eat at me so much. One week later, I've done it. I've finally done it. The paperwork's all finished. And she won a divorce, right? That's fine then. Once all these are processed, I'm free to look for Ella once and for all. All those gossiping noble buttholes can rot for all I care. I gave them everything for this kingdom, working myself to death, only for my wife to ready to run off to a wandering tradesman. That's fine. I can't bring myself to care any longer. If that's what it is, so be it. It won't be much longer until I reunite with my love of my own. If Sylvia was just took over, she pleases her lover, so can I, right? If Sylvia can just take whoever she pleases as a lover, so can I, right? This time, I choose Ella. We'll make things the way they should have been all along. I have to admit, holding those papers in my hand now feels different from what I was expecting. At first, I thought it would be for me. Who wouldn't feel that way when they're getting divorced in front of their whole kingdom and country? But now, I can feel like I'm on the cusp of freedom. For so long, I really put my own happiness aside. Did I really withstand lonely nights, sleeping in an empty bed? Did I accept being shunned and disrespected by this vile wretch? How could I do such a stupid thing? I don't want to live like this anymore. I am live like this for much longer, and I won't live like this for much longer. I know what's happened. I know what happiness she brought me, and I want that happiness again. I need that happiness again. I just need to feel loved. And I know exactly who can help me find Ella. Sure, if I ask politely, he'll tell me everything I need to know. Prologue end. Is that it? Nope. Are you sure you're serious? Are you actually serious about this? That is the dumbest idea I ever heard. No, absolutely not. What do you mean you can't do it? I'm your king. You work for me. You have to. Check your facts again, may I ask you. I'm an oracle, not a wizard for hire. I read prophecies and act as a divine consultant. I do not make love potions. I cannot stalk exes. It's not stalking. It's not stalking. I mean, it kinda is. It kinda is. You're asking me for the private whereabouts for a person without their permission. That's weird. You're being weird. I don't recall asking for your opinion. This is a matter of true love. You wouldn't get that way. You wouldn't get in the way of true love, would you? Oh, absolutely. I do all the time. But this isn't love. This isn't love, anyways. It's infatuation. You're aware of how you feel, but you got no clue if this Ella feels the same way. You're basically asking for divine retribution. Going about it in this way, even if I could magic you a love potion, which I can't, what you get wouldn't be love anymore. You get a hollow husk of a human being with none of the autonomous thoughts or feelings that make them themselves. It's just a lousy way to put it in general. and it makes anyone who stoops that low kind of pathetic. So there's nothing you can do? No. Fine then, what can you do? If you promise to leave me out of this after, I'll consult the stars to see if you really are meant to be, as you say. It's not a promise, and there's a good chance you won't like the answer. Most people don't. But it's the best way to figure out if you got a chance at all, or if you're wasting both our time. Really? Yes, that's perfect. Wait, yes, that's perfect. Let's do that. How about how soon can we start? Let's just get this over with now, so I can get back to work. I'm not a fan of his attitude, but there's only ever one oracle in the world at a given time. Beggars can't be choosers, and the royal oracle has never been wrong. In times of war, famine, and persistence, their sacred wisdom has been vital. Of course, with as much as he costs us as secrets are mine to wield for all those reasons and more. The least he can do is act like it. As a divine prophet, Ozza is the closest thing to God that I can actually consult. I don't like the idea of leaving the fate of my love to chance, but I know that the love we did share was real. If I could just have one more chance, I know she'll see that too. Once this jerk sees how destined we are to get for one there, he'll have to offer up the full extent of his capabilities to this cause, right? So, this is love, isn't it? You're only looking to see if you're meant to be together. Oh no, something more specific. I want to know if I could get to be, if I got to do what I got to do to be together. Still not how this works. Prophecy is a prediction, an end result, not the instructions. If I had the means to tell anyone who gets how to get everything they wanted, I'll tell I would be doing that sort of work right now anyways. I can at least see what will happen if you continue down the path. You just need to decide what is your plan on pursuing. I'm pursuing my love, then my Ella. Whatever it is I gotta do, I'll do it. So be it. Oh god. What was it? What do you see? I can't do this. I can't be a part of this. Don't keep me in suspense. Tell me how it went. Don't do this. Whatever you're planning, whatever it is you got in your mind, just don't. Why though? I don't understand. It's not not meant to be chasing after this Ella person isn't going to end well. I can't tell yet for tell. I can't tell for yet. I can't tell for whom yet. But that's the biggest problem. A prophecy is never crystal clear, but usually it's legible. For now, though, all I could see is an unreadable agony. Okay, so we can actually... This is ridiculous. It's not gonna give up just because you can't understand your own prophecies. I know I want more than you seem to know what you're doing. Why should I listen to you? I told you might not like what you hear, but this might concern more than you anyhow. What if you aren't the person who gets hurt here? What if you hurt someone else? Are you willing to risk the lives of unwilling innocents to achieve your goals? Yes, because this guy's Yandere. If you can't read the prophecy, how can you even say that will happen? Your incompetence is not my problem. Maybe bring me in Gemini Proxy, a Gemini Proxy, and we'll see. Until then, you're useless to me. Damn you. I can't bring you your prophecy now, but by the time I can, you yourself may not even be alive to be able to heed it. Isn't there Yandere's right there? If you can't, I can't even care about the harm this could bring somebody, anybody. Can you honestly claim to be the kind of person this Ella could ever love? The stars won't grant me access to your fate, but I don't need them to give you a prophecy of my own. Abandon your selfish quest for your own satisfaction. Someone like you, so disconnected to sit with himself. To sit with himself will never be happy. You will bring misery to anyone you love, and then you will eat them alive. Miserable. That's all he is. He's just a miserable man. Who is he to cast ideal judgment on my choices? He may be in communication with the stars, but those stars are useless to him against the tangible power I have over him. I pay him. I permit him to spread those fake, half-baked prophecies, don't I? Would the stars swoop in to save him if I saw fit to try him for treason, blasphemy? Could they stop me from condemning him to death? If anything, his fate is in my hands. If I want to, I could have his head this very day. Of course, that was a terrible idea. An oracle has no sense of self or singularity. His head is up in the stars, cackling everything people like me live and suffer through, as though they were small parts of a bigger plan. Why did I think he would understand what it's like? If it's not my parents or my marriage denying me happiness, it has to be fate. Does anyone care about how I'm suffering in all this? It's not selfish. It is selfish if it's love, right? That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. If I'm ever going to see this through, I'm going to need an ally of some kind. Admittedly, what I can do alone is very limited. Elsa was seriously the first choice. But it seemed that he lacks the emotional depth to be able to understand my plight. No matter, that was merely the easiest way. All I have to do is find the means to locate Ella. Our natural chemistry and past family will, for one another, will surely fill the gaps from there. There's nothing I can do to reunite with my beloved. There's nothing I wouldn't do to reunite with my beloved. No matter how grueling or treacherous the circumstance, I will persist. Why, I would go so far to say I would surely face down the mightiest of adversaries to win my love. The hell you mean, the mightiest of adversaries? A little snot-nosed pipsqueak like you would never see a day of action in his life, ha. Oh, Captain Winters. How lovely to see you out and about at this hour. Foreign Winters, how I love thee. Let me count the ways. Captain of the Royal Guard, not by my own doing, but by that of my late father's. He was the son of the king's most renowned military general. A deal was struck between the houses. The foreign will continue to serve the royal family, and then so would his children, and so on and so on. General Winters was well known for winning impossible battles, humiliating every opponent who was unlucky to meet with him on the battlefield. His son was much younger and experienced, but wasn't the least bit hesitant to carry on the British legacy. As children, he used to push me around. He was strong. He was angry. He didn't like when Ella played with me over him. Coming from peasant backgrounds, the two were familiar with one another. The children of staff would frequently intermingle. Perhaps they have been more familiar than I thought when Ella came to me. He didn't like the thought of having to share. All I smell, and as small as I was in comparison, I never stood a chance. It'd be funny if they actually did an and keep her away from him. Or married. Lucky for me, I wouldn't have to put up with him forever. His father went to war and dragged him along the ride. Fern was gone for 5 years. In that time, he had gotten bigger. But it didn't matter in the end. When he came back, I was the kind of man who would fight for the woman he loved. He wouldn't dare try to bully me like he did when we were young. That would have been seen as treason, and it would only serve to upset Ella even more anyways. She never could stand to see me hurt. Of course, Ella isn't here anymore. God, you're pathetic. Wouldn't last 2 minutes in combat. Stuffed shirts like you make me sick. Excuse me. Dare speak to your king that way. You honestly think I give a crap of what you think? You can't touch me. As long as I haul my butt and fight your battles for you, I'm fulfilling my end of the bargain. So, kindly bite me. This butthole. You're such a child. Says the butthole. Says the butthole floating around, pretending he's some kind of hero. Don't you know you have a job to do or something? Maybe divorce to get back to? You did well the whole time, considering matters of which you know nothing about. Oh, I know plenty. We'll talk. And that guy your wife ran off with? I bet I bought him a beer. Looks like someone backed the wrong horse, huh? The way he's smirking at me, I could have walked him away from that for that alone. Every ounce of my blood is flowing. He'll never deserve to win like this. He always thought I didn't deserve my Ella. I always been able to tell by woe that he's satisfied with the current situation, and I woe even more that I can't do nothing about it. Right. Oops, that path isn't ready yet. Come back soon. You're just jealous. Ah, I see. What is this? Is this your... This is just... Oh, I see what it is. It's just you're jealous, isn't it? A few sweet summers are better than nothing at all. There's practically a devil in the place where she used to hold my hand. Can you say the same? Silently will. And for your information, Sylvia and I never cared for her anyways. That peasant blows can have her. I'm free now, free to go and pursue my heart's true desire now. And I'll have you know my fullest intent is to right that is wrong and bring her back. That's more than you'll ever be able to do either. I always had more than you. I always been able to provide for her better. The worst of our times together were nothing, and were more comfortable than any of the best days you could have given her. So many beautiful sunsets split in my arms. Meanwhile, you were too busy living out your brooding hero fantasies. Don't dare belittle my service to my country. While you were lazing around your ivy tower, I spent 5 years groveling in the dirt and among the corpses, making sure it wasn't overrun by the enemy. Maybe you should have thought about that before you decide to send your sad little birthright. But you were right. You've done so much for this country, and as a token of my appreciation, I might allow you to catch a glimpse of Ella on her wedding day. Of course you feel that way. Was it not enough to throw her away like an old toy you were finished with? If you at all cherished the best parts about her, you wouldn't be treating her like an object to be fought and sold at your leisure. It's disgusting. If she could hear you right now, do you think she'll be proud? Do you think she'll be grateful? You ain't got as much time as you did with her because your father won you out of his hair. Just one in a line of pricks. Using a girl to placate their cavern palates. Just push came to shove. Either of you could commit to the promise you sold her, and she made the first and best choice she ever made in a long time, leaving your pathetic butt. And I'm down proud of her for that. If I could do the same, I would have joined her. Searching high and low, send me and all my men to our deaths. The Ella I knew wouldn't take you back for all the money in the world. Disgusting and black-hearted cowards were never her type. Right, so About making... oh, right. So, about making allies. My hands are trembling with rage. My face is burning too. I probably shouldn't have blown up like that. Maybe I know better. He's right. If Ella could have seen that, she'd probably be horrified. What have I become? My heart is ugly, isn't it? It's practically repulsive. Forgive me, Far, for I have sinned. I love her. I don't know why people keep on acting like I don't love her. She's all I think about. Isn't that consideration? But still, I'll never let her see me this way. I can't say I'm even proud of who I've become. Maybe something about marriage makes you dishonest. Maybe I'm being dishonest with myself. Maybe I'm jaded, or maybe I know I must have nothing left to lose. Am I making sense anymore? I know I'm a good person. That's debatable. Once upon a time, I used to be a good person. Meanwhile, she made me better. Maybe she made me better. If I had Ella back, I'll be set. It's all I need to leave this run cocoon behind. I could be her knight in shiny armor, but now I don't have the role to play. I haven't had one in so long. So long. The last time I remember feeling happy was when Sheila would look at me like I was her entire world, her savior. But that was all a facade, wasn't it? And this was my raw bile to choke up on. Meal of the case maybe I need my difference too, don't I? I could be saved yet. Ella, please wait for me. I will be devoted. I'll be loyal. Let me return to the beauty of your shade, and I will forever convert your brilliance. This time around, we could do it by the book. I may be a king now, but I'll forever be your prince. If you played the part of the princess. Is it? Ah, this is this the game? Is this the game over yet already? Well, I guess it is free. You get what you pay for. Hello, this is Emerita again. Just a brief update. I decided from now on, I'll update path by path. If you want to see what both routes take you, you may want to check it in from time to time. As a single path takes about a few hours to work on, so it's light on me enough to not be able to chore. It's just a nice way to let me out some steam and learn about programming. And whether or not the settlement was particularly cruel. But remember, this isn't supposed to be a happy game. Not yet, at least. I wonder, are you cheering for his death now? Or wouldn't you mind having someone so utterly devoted to you and desperate to make amends? How nice would it be? The one who got away for the certain reason in your life who wronged you. How badly would you like to see them go on? Some people want to fix broken people. Some people want to watch them destroy themselves. I suppose, as art is subjective. You take what is from what you do. Take from it what you will. But it's been fun thus far. But that being said, please be mindful. Again, this stuff can get heavy. If you feel like the story is going to remind you of people you know and want to avoid, you should stop immediately. Take into consideration if you're in a place to consume unpleasant media. Take take it into consideration if you're in a place to consume unpleasant media. Are you able to consult to something that could get particularly upsetting? That's really important. At least you give me warning labels. I've had books that didn't give me warning labels. Of course, I should mention again, this kind of content really isn't simple for kids. And please, do not use this to feed any sort of impulse. These kinds of stories in real life, some with horror stuff, these kind of stories exist to example the psyche and human condition. Intending it or using it as a skill, support, legitimate forms of harm is going directly against my own wishes. I know I'm a bit of a nag, but it's not fun to win it, is it? It's not fun if everyone isn't having fun. And for now, I'll return everything from the other path. I'll return eventually with the other path. There's still a good chance to come. Okay, so that was Bad End Cinderella. If you like my content, subscribe, like, help out, and comment below. See you guys next time.